I'd like to share with you the painting I did of the Stohans gallery in Monterey. I was struck by the stark beauty of the light play on this abandoned gallery, whose history is as much a question as its carcass still remaining as it stands today. In light of a neighboring gallery in Kirkland, recently going out of business, my initial title for this painting was Sign of the Times. However, not finding any history and cause of the Stohans gallery's demise, I chose the less foreboding title of Stohans Gallery, Doors Open. The weathered building is left even more neutral of color than the peeling gray paint that's left on its walls. The only colors that appear are the greens of the sparse grasses and weeds, and the blues within the shadows cast upon it. Seeing this overwhelming grayness in the subject, I thought I would create an unusual reference to work from. I copied the same image of the photograph and slid the color saturation way up to see where the subtle colors did indeed come through. This gave me added information with which I could bring a richer palette to the painting. Starting from a grayscale image, I could establish the basic light and dark forms. I quickly painted in these areas, including the lines of the siding and the basic texture of the roof with a mixture of blue and umber. Then I added blue washes to bring in the shapes of the shadows and the depths they created. I also filled in the background, which is mostly in blues. From here, I added a little more blue where I wanted it emphasized, and a bit of Payne's gray to go into the deepest darks and rough in some details inside the entry of the building. I now mixed a sky blue palette and blocked in the main shadows of and on the building, then worked on almost completing the entire background, what little there is of it. As there were considerably warm colors present in the lighted areas of the building, I added yellows and burnt sienna, subtly emphasizing the light to the shadows by warm against cool color. Here too I scumbled in some patches of green, both in the light and in the shadows, and warmed up the concrete slab in front of the entry doors. Next, I brought in a bit more shadow to accentuate the texture of the roofing, deepened the shadows inside the building, and added highlights to the grasses and small ground details. A few final touches included deepening the inside shadows, a shadow beneath the open door, deepening the shadows on the lower roof, accentuating color in a few areas, adding the power line detail, and a few highlights to accentuate the lighting around the window. I hope this has been fun to watch and that you've learned something from it. And I look forward to making another one soon.